Atito, can I copy your notes?
Which notes?
The ones that you bought from Kinyanjui.
You'll have to give me some money.
Why don't you get your own notes from the teacher?
Yes, why don't you get them from Mr. Mago?
Yes.
In fact, I was not talking to the two of you.
Jerry, I am the only one who can sell you the notes. Atito can't help you.
Omera, those notes cease to be yours the moment I paid for them.
Try and sell them, and you will pay me more and more money.
Where did you get the notes from?
Where I got the notes, it is not your problem.
Yes.
You think we don't know that you photocopied Mr. Mwango's notes?
Who told you?
You told me that.
I think we should report him to the teacher.
Yes.
Hey, you people. You should let Kinyanjui do his own business.
Sit down. What business is Kinyanjui conducting?
Just so you know, he's selling notes to us.
Keep it up, Kinyanjui. That's the spirit of an entrepreneur.
Thank you, Mr. Teacher.
Wait a minute. What notes?
The ones you told him to dictate to us.
Yes.
Is that so, Kinyanjui?
No, it is not like that, Mr. Teacher.
Teacher, that is the plain truth. Yes. You're lying?
Did I sell you any notes?
No, but you sold to other people.
Yes, Kinyanjui was owed me the notes at 100 shillings.
Yes, he sold for me at 150 shillings also.
Onanie, even me, I paid 150.
Imagine I only gave him 150 shillings.
Omera, you exploited me. I paid you 200 shillings.
Well, you people surprise me. Why would you buy notes from Kinyanjui? Is he your teacher?
He told us if we don't buy the notes from him, we'll fail the examination.
Atito, did you say you bought the notes at 200?
Yes, I paid 200 shillings.
Why?
I will not allow myself to be outshined by people like Kinyanjui.
Your ego will outshine you.
Sir, what are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing. This is a very big scandal. You can't let it go unpunished.
Yes, Kinyanjui should return our money.
Yes, he should give us back our money with interest.
Yes, because I bought the notes as part of my school fees.
That's water under the bridge.
Teacher, how can you call this gigantic scandal water under the bridge? It is like the Watergate scandal in 1974 that led to the resignation of President Nixon.
Nixon, who is president of where?
America.
America. You mean Atito knows him?
Right, now, let's move on and learn law of supply.
Madam, how can I get my money back?
What money?
The one I used to buy papers from Kinyanjui.
Judah, I said that's water under the bridge.
Madam, it is not water, it is money.
Judah, it's a phrase used to refer to events or situations that were in the past and consequently no longer to be regarded as important or as a source of concern.
Marimu, so you want to say that my money is not important?
Judah, I didn't say your money is not important. What I meant was that we should not concern ourselves with issues which cannot be resolved immediately.
But Marimu, you know I've lost money 2 times this month.
And whose fault is that anyway, yeah? Let's get back to law of supply. When the price of the product changes, the quantity supplied changes. But the supply does not change. When cost of production changes, supply changes. And the entire supply curve will shift.
Shift? Shift to where?
Kitova, I will request you to concentrate so that you can learn better.
I've been listening, but I can't understand how can curve make shift.
My friend, what the teacher means is that the curve will move.
Can we continue?
Yes, we will continue, but after I ensure that all of you are on the same page.
But teacher, how is that possible?
What possible?
No, I did not say what. I said how.
I don't quite understand what your question is.
I was asking, how can all the students be on the same page? Even my leg alone is not enough to fit on one page. Unless that page is very big.
Lord have mercy. The phrase I used was just a metaphor.
What is a metaphor?
Kitova, this is not an English lesson. Besides, by the time you cleared high school, you should have swallowed an entire dictionary.
Swallow and dictionary. How?
Osekitoa, don't swallow anything apart from food, or else your stomach will burst.
You two have a lot in common.
Mr. Teacher, you are using very difficult word nowadays.
Omer, the teacher is using normal English. I do not know why you are complaining.
You Atito, why is the pilipili in the shamba disturbing you? Why can you let the teacher teach us what he means?
You can go back to the street college where you came from. Here we understand what the teacher says.
Look at you. Are you the one who's paying for me my school fees?
You two can take your competition outside. Don't waste other people's time.
Sir, you should tell them that when we come to this college, we mean business.
Right, let's continue then. In free markets, surpluses and or shortages tend to be temporary and obey the law of supply and demand. Since actions of buyers and sellers tend to match, prices back toward their equilibrium levels.
Dija, can you repeat the last sentence?
You should have learned how to write quickly by now, or use shorthand.
Shorthand? She say you mean you have a shorthand?
Dija, I don't have shorthands. Look, all my hands are the same.
My dear friend, shorthand is a method of rapid writing using the abbreviations and symbols.
Hiya, teacher, you mean if you write without symbol, it is longhand?
Longhandi. God, it is a thief.
There's nothing like longhand. It is only shorthand.
But Mwalimu, they say, if you have a long hand, you are a thief.
Judah, that's in another context.
Contest. Another contest. Is it a contest?
Judah, it is context, not contest.
Right, let's move on. The relationship between the price of a product and the quantity supplied, holding all other things constant, is generally sloping upwards. Supply is represented by the entire curve and not just one point on the curve. Supply. Sherry, why aren't you writing the notes?
I have written my notes in shorthand already.
That's good.
Excuse me, how comes you have taught Sherry how to write in shorthand and you haven't taught anyone else?
I'm guessing. I told you, there's something that is going on.
Hey, you mean the teacher is teaching Sherry private lessons privately? Mwalimu, even me, I want to be taught private lessons.
Teacher, I also need private lessons.
Mwalimu, where do you have the private lessons? I want to come.
You mean there is tuition in your house? How come you didn't tell us? For your information, I learned shorthand in high school and I sat for my Pitman's exams before I ventured into business. Come to look of it, I don't know even why I'm giving you these details.
Thank you, Sherry, for setting the record straight. And as for you two, whatever it is that you are alluding to can only happen in a soap opera and not in my class.
Excuse me, teacher.
What is it, Kitova?
I just wanted to know how much you charge for private coaching.
I don't do any private coaching anywhere.
But Mwalimu, you said that you have some business elsewhere.
The other businesses I have not. Why am I explaining this to you?
Because you are our teacher.
Whatever I do out of this class has nothing to do with you. It's none of your business.
Mwalimu, I think it is our business to know your business.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? My business is mine and mine alone.
Excuse me, teacher. I think you are not aware.
I'm the one in charge, Kitova, and I don't have to be fair.
Dija, that is being like Amini.
Who's Amin?
Teacher, Sisha is calling you dictator.
Teacher, you have wasted a lot of time. without due consideration to those of us who are serious when it comes to learning.
How I wish your concern was genuine. But just to please Atito, let's carry on. Excess supply is where quantity supplied is more than quantity demanded. Excess supply is where quantity supplied is more than quantity demanded, and results in surpluses at the current price. A large surplus is known as a glut.
Sir, is that glut the short form for the word glutton?
Omera, why can't you wait the teacher to finish dictation, then ask your cheap question?
Atito, you will not teach me how to run my class. This is not one of your family business empire.
Mr. Tisha, tell him that you are in charge.
Yes, tell him to stop calling everybody Omela.
Kitova, you will speak when spoken to.
What if I have a question?
Put it in writing.
But teacher, you said Kitova can ask any question.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Mwalimu, if Kitofa is not allowed to speak, then can we speak with him?
If you continue with your questions, I'm going to be forced to gag you.
Kai, Sarah, you will be hanged.
What do you mean you will gag me?
What is Ngaki?
Teacher said gag.
It is gag, meaning a restriction on freedom of speech.
Omera, I thought you are sharp. Gag means an amusing story.
My guy, in the teacher's context, gag is restricting freedom of speech or movement.
Mwalimu, you mean you want to detain me?
Are you all through? Let's continue. Excess demand occurs when quantity demanded. Excess demand occurs when quantity demanded is more than quantity supplied and results in hikes of current prices.
Mr. Tisha, is that a problem?
Well, what is your opinion about it?
Mr. Tisha, I think it is good when there is excess in demand and supply is not that much high. Because you as a businessman, you will make a profit.
Can you give us an example?
Yes, Mr. Tisha. When I was selling some merchandise, the demand was very high and the supply was very little. So what I did, I raised the price and my customers kept coming.
Maybe you should tell us what merchandise you are selling.
Teacher, I have an idea of what merchandise Kinyanjui is talking about.
Oh, are you now Kinyanjui's associate?
No, I cannot be part of Kinyanjui's petty business.
Then how do you know what Kinyanjui was selling?
I was a victim of excess demand when he sold me the notes.
I said that's water under the bridge. Let's continue. In cases of excess demand, buyers cannot buy all they want at the going price. Sellers find that their inventories are decreasing, and sellers can raise prices without losing. Sales prices increase until the market reaches equilibrium.
Mwalimu, what is equilibrium? But did teacher say equilibrium?
No, he's saying equilibrium.
He said equilibrium.
Guy, it's equilibrium.
Thank you, Eric. Let's continue.
Excuse me, could you repeat the last two lines?
What's the last word you wrote?
In factories.
Who said factories?
You did.
In fact, you said lollies and leasing.
Anybody else with their own twist of my dictation?
Excuse me, I've not written the two words clearly.
Do not worry, Jaber. I can clarify the notes for you.
Atito, what is the last word you wrote on your notebook?
I wrote equilibrium.
Mr. Tisha, it is better if you can give me the notes I dictate to them. I am very capable.
I vividly know what you are capable of.
Sir, you can never trust Kinyanjui with your notes.
Mwalimu, what is equilibrium?
Judah, it's equilibrium. In economics, or in business terms, equilibrium is a situation where supply and demand are matched and the prices stabilize.
Mr. Tisha, the word equilibrium is a very bad word for my business.
Why is it a bad word?
How can you use price to stabilize, how will you make money?
Sir, can we ever say that a product like sugar has reached equilibrium?
Why is that?
You know, the supply of sugar is manipulated by the dealers, and yet the demand is always there.
Melcott, I like your reasoning. If you're able to put that into practice, then you're going to make it in the business world.
Mr. Tisha, I don't think Melcott can be a businessman like me.
Why not?
Because he has tried everything. Imagine, he has been a tout, a fisherman, a hawker. I think he should work in an office.
Kinyanjui, it's not for you to say who will be a businessman and who won't.
Kinyanjui, do you think your hawking thing is a business?
You, Jerry, do you have even a business to talk about?
Of course, I have an organization.
What do you mean you have an organization?
I have an organizational structure in my company. And besides, it's not a one-man show like Kinyanjui's.
Sally, you mean you are the managing director?
I am the CEO.
What is CEO?
Well, my time is up. See you next week.
Sherry, can I get a part-time job in your organization?
Salah, if I were you, I will not even ask her about her business.
But I'm looking for a part-time job.
Isn't the tea business enough for you?
But the tea business does not belong to me. It belongs to my father.
So you're not going to get any inheritance?
I am a girl. I cannot inherit anything.
And who told you so?
You're dismissed.
Teacher, how can you call this gigantic scandal water under the bridge? It is like the...
It's good because I think it is good when there is excess in demand and supply is little. Because as a businessman, you will make a profit.
Can you give us an example?
Mwalimu, where do you have the private lessons? I want to come.